6 books in this series take place in less than a month, and we're halfway through the series now and only a week has gone by. In book 3 we will actually get the date for the return of the Dark Elders. I'd been planning this series for quite a long time, but I didn't have a hero. And then in the year 2000 I was in Paris and I got a little bit lost, and I went down a side street which was the Rue de Montmorency, and I came across the house of Nicholas Flamel. And sitting in his house, which is now a little restaurant, looking around this amazing room, I suddenly realised that I had the hero for my book. Flamel was a penniless bookseller, comes back to Paris after 20 years, extraordinarily wealthy. I mean Bill Gates wealthy. And he used his great wealth to found churches and hospitals and schools, and some of those still exist today. I started writing 25 years ago. Like most writers, I've had lots of odd jobs, but principally I was a bookseller. And that's why when I discovered that Nicholas Flamel was a bookseller, it was the perfect connection. Sophie and Josh are twins. And what I do in book 1 is I give one of them powers and I don't give the other one powers. And that changes their relationship entirely. Well, The Sorceress is the 3rd book in the series, set mainly in England. We get to meet some great English characters, some interesting Arthurian legends. Stonehenge is there as a major set piece. It was the most fun to write. You know, people assume that I will identify with Nicholas Flamel, but you know, the villains are always much more interesting. And I really identify with Dr. John Dee. Dr. John Dee was Queen Elizabeth I's magician, mathematician, astronomer, astrologer, and spy. And when he would travel across Europe spying for her, he would send back his messages coded with 2 O's that looked like eyes, because he was the eyes of the Queen, and a slash that looked like a 7. He was the original 007. And when Ian Fleming came to give James Bond the call sign, that's the call sign he gave him. Every single character is an historical character. So you can go online and you can go to your encyclopedias and you can go to your libraries and you can research Nicholas Flamel and Dr. John Dee and the Count de Saint-Germain and Machiavelli. All of these characters were real people, and that adds a really interesting layer to the story.